Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian James. I'm the Data and Technology Manager at Michigan United. There are 3 reasons why I'm thankful to be here. Number 1, when I heard about the study, I knew it would be a great opportunity to show you a different way to look at study results. Number 2, I wanted to let you see advanced technology help you perform critical tasks like survey data analysis. And number 3, I'm building a data program at Michigan United. I'm looking for opportunities to do more of what we'll look at here, whether through collaboration or independent funding. To determine the results of this analysis, I used IBM Watson's Natural Language Understanding app. Now, Natural Language Understanding, or NLU, is an algorithm that allows machines to understand human speech. It reads text for emotion, sentiment, categories, concepts, subject, verb, object, syntax, keywords, entities, and relations. This technology has been around for 10 to 15 years, mostly used for expensive real-time social media analysis. And naturally, I change the names and personal identifiable information to protect the innocent. So, let's dig into the data. The slide's image shows you the post-analysis dataset, the results Watson NLU came up with. Since using AI is new, a logical concern is accuracy. I think any good technology offers an ability to check its work, and NLU is no different. Confidence and relevance are how we check NLU results. A confidence score affirms the level of certainty with the model's interpretation of the data. A relevance score is how close the output aligns with user intent. Translated, that means confidence is how the machine rates its own performance, and relevance is how close the answer aligns to the original comment. Both are fair measures, use them often, and needless to say, when in doubt, check the original data. This is where ChatGPT really shines. It took all of that data and turned it into easy-to-digest stories about people who represent the top 5 financial issues. Instead of spreadsheets and data speak, we get personal narratives and group profiles. Here's the number 1 issue, here's a sample person, and more about their group. All of a sudden, survey results got a lot easier to identify with. So let's take a dive into the linguistics in the data. Basically, NLU breaks sentences down into words. It looks at the relationships between them and builds them back into the original sentence. That process of linguistic analysis helps it understand emotion and context within the sentence itself. Now, in this case, we're looking at sentence subjects. Focusing on the text of the subject instead of the full provides a clearer view of what their number 1 issue is. And being able to see emotion adds some context that you never had before. Verbs signal intent. I'm hungry, or I'm ready for Friday. Reveal the intent or action that they want to take based on the situation they're in. Intent is where NLU can add significant value to surveys. To be able to see how people will act in the future is the holy grail of communicators and marketers. What can you do knowing intent? Instead of approaching the hungry man with a story about the city's newest restaurant, we tell him about a place nearby that delivers. Instead of sending the second person a link to a weekend guide, we send her a link on how to make this Friday unforgettable, and so forth. Looking at the issues through the filter of household income is a logical way to gauge opinion from a different direction. Looking at them by emotion as well as income level helps define a contextual frame, or how these people approach their one issue. Now, what we found was that emotions by income level didn't necessarily match up to traditional expectations. Rich people weren't consistently happy, nor were poor people always sad. It was a complex mix. NLU helps us see the specific things that contribute to the complexity people feel. ChatGPT can create narratives to make that bundle of emotions easier to understand. I'd like you to take a moment and look at some of the other trends and patterns we found in the data. There's even more at the survey page, and you've got a link to that. As you look this over, I'd like you to think about 2 things. How much more can we discover about the people we talk to? And how do we integrate NLU and ChatGPT into the process going forward? With all of this detailed data we have behind what people think and feel, let's look at some other logical ways to use it. If we want to hear from more Michiganders about economic issues, we need to find more people like our respondents. We can use this treasure trove of data to create messaging campaigns to reach them. We don't have demographics, but we've got behavioral, emotional, and keyword data. We can let them know they have a champion or scratch their itch to get involved. So let's do that. Over the next few slides, we'll look at a content strategy created from our data. As the slide says, we start with topics. But this time, we use something different to analyze the data. It's a tool I'll call an LDA to save time. When a Google bot investigates content, they use an LDA to find topics in the text. These topics become standard references for search. When we use topics created from the same LDA process, they are closer to the standard reference. For this, Google gives us an extra SEO bonus, usually a higher search rating. You can think of it like this. There's a certain amount of work I do cleaning up after my child. When my child cleans up after themselves, it's less work for me, and my son gets a bonus, usually me not yelling at him. Different situations, same principle. Next, we add a layer of context to our topics. We used an LSA to create in-depth emotional and sentimental narratives. Just take a look at the slide image to see 2 of the 5 we came up with. Like the LDA, we get a Google bonus for using LSA data. So now that we've got topics and we know more about context, we use them in our content creation process. No matter the channel, print, electronic, whatever. We leverage success by using as much of what we know to build better email campaigns, print pieces, talking points, videos, blog posts, whatever. We use the data in our paid ad campaigns as well. Our ad copy starts in closer alignment with how the audience thinks and feels, which should make it easier for them to click on. Using LDA and LSA analysis means our ads can rank higher, our landing pages can become bigger targets for people searching. And let's not forget the importance of using this data in our search engine optimization strategies. Not only will we end up with higher ranking content, in time and with discipline, our websites will rise in ranking and expertise as well. Win-win. And that's it, folks. I'd like to thank the MLPP and my managers at Michigan United for giving me this opportunity to show you the one financial issue on the minds of Michiganders. Again, I'd love to use the technology to give you a better look at how people feel about the issues facing them. My contact information is right there. Please reach out for questions or opportunities. Thank you very much.